Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm talking about a bit of a touchy subject. Quite recently I posted a video with, featuring scenes from movies, duels and things like that. Famous sword duels and that kind of vibe. And I was very clear to point out that it was just for fun, not to be taken too seriously. They were in there because I liked the dramatic effect that they had on me, mostly. Sometimes there was some acknowledgement of some degree of realism, so it tended to be the ones that were higher up on the list, perhaps showed more realism and that sort of thing. But mostly because I liked them from an entertainment point of view, or they had something unique to offer that maybe wasn't acknowledged in the majority of sword fighting scenes in movies, that I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool that they at least understood, showed some sort of understanding of the practicalities of swordwork. Anyway, so the video generally got a very good response. Got plenty of views, a couple of people piped up with comments. A very nice comment was left by quite a high level EI teacher, which was really, really appreciated, and just nice to hear that sort of thing. But one of the comments that was left, and I don't think the poster will mind me relaying this, I'm not going to mention names or anything like that, but one of the comments caught my attention because I think it's indicative of sometimes a bit of a tendency that we have in the martial arts community to be a little like elitist or dismissive. Dismissive is maybe a better word, but from other people's perspective outside of the martial arts community, it comes across as elitism, okay? Basically, the point that was raised, one of the scenes I had in that short movie or video, one of the scenes I had was the Star Wars Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn, Darth Maul, Duel of the Fates scene. Anyway, this chap left a comment saying that, if anyone turned up at the dojo, because I'd made the point that it was, we should be grateful that Star Wars, movies like Star Wars, it wasn't just Star Wars, but, I was talking about Star Wars, manga, whatever, right? If it's enough to ignite the imaginations of some people that they seek out and give Kendo a go, it could be Kendo, it could be fencing, whatever it is, okay, EI, whatever. But if it inspires them enough to kind of seek that out and give it a go, it doesn't mean that they're going to stick, but at least give it a go. Then that's a great thing, right? And this person's point was sort of like, the way it came across was, if anyone shows up in the dojo, presumably his dojo, anyone shows up in the dojo wearing a Star Wars t-shirt, they're in the wrong place. And I thought, it's not a great way to look at it, okay? First off, Star Wars fans outnumber like Kendoka, tenfold. Like there's loads of them. There's millions of Star Wars fans, right? And the chances are that there's a lot of people in the Kendo community who are also Star Wars fans. That doesn't mean that they turn up to training in a Star Wars shirt, or they come and like actually think like they're going to be a Jedi or something. Okay, but it could be enough to just, like I said, ignite the imagination of somebody who's maybe doing nothing but sitting around watching movies and playing games or something, to come down and give it a go. Now they might turn up, try it and go, oh no, this isn't for me, and go right back out the door. That's fine. It's not for everybody. But they may stick around, and maybe they only stick around for, I don't know, up to Shodan, or, they get their Bogu and then drop out, the way it goes. And this is the thing, I understand where comments like these come from, because I've been that guy who's, finished work, had to drive all the way across town, got stuck in traffic, not get home to see my kid, had to rush off to the dojo, and I turn up and there's like one person here. Yeah, and it's just like me and them. Yeah, it's not pleasant when you kind of get let down by people, or maybe, they're not committed. And you get a lot of beginners that will come like that. There'll be like 10 people try out Kendo, and like you're lucky if 2 of them hang around for a significant portion of time. You're lucky if one of those goes on to achieve a Dan rank or something like that, or progress further. So understand where it comes from. But you still have to treat these people with the respect that they do. They're just human beings, and they don't know until they try. They don't know if it's right until they try. And for some people, they don't know until they get to Bogu. And they go, oh, this is what it's actually like. And then for some people, even further still, they get into armor, all of that goes well, and they progress a bit further down the road, and they're like, and then, you know, it sort of plateaus off, and they lose interest for whatever reason, yeah. But the reason that they started Kendo is likely not the reason that they continue Kendo. And I think that's true of most people. You know, you turn up with certain preconceptions, you don't actually have much of an idea of what Kendo is, and then you learn. And so that idea of why you're still doing Kendo must change. If you're growing as a person, it must change. Now you'll notice I've got the purpose of Kendo behind me, the official statement of what the purpose of Kendo is. So I'll read it out in the context of what I just said, bear that in mind. So it says, to mold the mind and body, to cultivate a vigorous spirit, and through correct and rigid training strive for improvement in the art of Kendo, to hold in esteem human courtesy and honor, to associate with others with sincerity, and forever pursue the cultivation of oneself. Thus will one be able to love one's country and society, contribute to the development of culture, and promote peace and prosperity among all peoples. Okay? When we make comments like this, there could be somebody who's literally just starting to explore maybe what Kendo is, and maybe they're on YouTube and they're having a look around and they see that comment, and that could be enough for them to be like, oh I don't think I'm capable of that. And how do they know until they've tried? Yeah, so much about Kendo training is learning that you had more to give than you ever knew you had to give, and you do that by becoming more resilient through the vigorous and rigid training, right? Or correct and rigid training, I should say. You don't turn up at Kendo being great at Kendo. Yeah, that's not how it works. Everyone starts at the beginning. You go through the basics and you grow and you get better. And no matter what brought you in the door, it's guaranteed that what keeps you coming back in the door is going to change over time. Because you will change over time. So the point of this video, I'm going to wrap it up here, is basically don't knock people like that. Don't put yourself on a pedestal because it comes across as elitist, and it's just going to chase people away. You've got to remember that all these beginners that come in and maybe try it for a little while, maybe they only do a couple of sessions, like the beginner's course or whatever. If it's in the UK, they come in and do a beginner's course that's several sessions. They've got to have temporary membership to do that. They're all chipping in, paying memberships and things. If they stay beyond that, they get full membership. They're paying full insurance, full Budo membership, all that sort of stuff. There's way more beginners that don't have like a Dan rank or like Shodan and below than there are 5th Dan, 6th Dan, 7th Dan. Those are the people propping up your association or your federation. Without all of that kind of mass income from all those memberships, the insurance rates, they don't hold up anymore, right? Because there's not enough quantity to kind of keep that under control. The big events, they go bye-bye. Yeah, high-level sensei coming over, all of that kind of stuff. A lot, Taikai. Yeah, so just a bit of perspective. Remember that all of those kind of like beginners and people who may be Star Wars fans coming in, and like the manga guys coming in with like the funny hair like this. Yeah, it's fine if they turn up, they try it, and they go, oh, this is actually really hard. And then they go, because at least they tried, at least they explored that option. But if they stick for a while, remember those are the people, like I said, who prop up your organization, okay? So you'd be best to make them welcome And you know, the longer they get to see Kendo, the bigger chance that there is that they'll stick around, because they'll actually get to see the beauty in it. And that's where I'm going to leave it, yeah? So I don't want it to get kind of horrible or anything. Oh, one more thing before I go, actually. I'm starting a new job from next week. So it's highly unlikely that I'm going to be posting in the near future. When I say near future, maybe in the, you know, for like the first month or something, until I find my feet and find a rhythm. Or until we get back to training, whichever happens first. But we've got several stages to get us out of lockdown here in Northern Ireland. So chances are it could be a month or two or something like that. I don't know. It just depends on, like I said, how quickly I find my feet with the new job, the travel involved in it, all that kind of thing. So until next time, take it easy, and remember, don't take this as a negative thing. This video is meant to be a positive thing, but just remember to treat everybody around you with respect. Right? Bye-bye.